Let's start the
You
video.
already started?
You already started?
Yes.
Okay.
I filmed you rubbing his hands.
Is this going on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't care. Make me famous. I know. I seriously, we deserve this shit.
I don't drink.
So I have English-speaking channel is about American accents because there are American accents.
Oh, yeah, no.
In America, not only like American
Well,
accents.
not like just like people like there's an accent everywhere you go.
Yeah.
I won't deny that.
Okay. Tell us about yourself. Where are you from? How old are you? What are you doing?
My name's Dakota Kerr.
But be a little bit
Louder?
louder. Yeah.
That's why you got the
Be proud.
buffer. So my name's
Just get closer. My name's Dakota.
Kerr. I'm from Elizabethtown, Kentucky. I'm 23. I joined the Army when I was 17 as a wheeled vehicle mechanic. I'm a 15 Tango Black Hawk crew chief now. So I'm just a glorified flight attendant.
Why you joined? Because there's nothing to do in Kentucky?
Yes, and it runs in my family. So my dad's twin, my uncle, they were both in the Army. Me and my dad actually went to basic at the same place 10 years apart, and we were in the same place in Iraq 10 years apart as well.
You were deployed.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. Do what?
You deployed.
Yeah, I went to Fob Taji, Iraq, which is about
This one's kind of strong.
20 minutes south of Baghdad. I spent 9 months there, about a month total in Kuwait, and then came back in 2020.
So tell me about your deployment experience. Was it like tough? Was it boring?
It
I
was-
heard it's boring.
Yeah, so it was very hot,
Hot.
and it was boring at times and exciting at other times, just depending on what was going on.
Any funny situations?
We had one dude who, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but
Say it.
we had this one dude who he was a crew chief, and he went to go pick up, I can't remember what the injury was, but he came pick him up, and one of his buddy, he was a local national of Iraq, wanted to come, and he kept trying to hop on the aircraft, and he ended up pulling out his weapon and pointing it at him, and he had to go through like 9 different series of interviews before they determined whether or not to punish him. But I think at the end of it, they kind of realized that okay, it was reasonable that he was kind of scared. So I think he learned from his mistakes and moved on from it. But it was probably the funniest thing.
Honestly. But I heard different story with you in car when other guys almost shoot you or something. You were in car.
Oh yeah.
In Humvee.
Yeah.
You forgot something.
Well, no, they didn't almost shoot us, but we pulled up to the ECP and didn't radio ahead, and they were like kind of freaking out at us and were yelling at us. And they pulled up. We're like, yeah, we assumed it was you, but you guys didn't call ahead. So it was definitely an interesting story or situation.
Okay. So recently you have been in Estonia.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So we went to Estonia to support a exercise that happened between NATO forces, and we pulled medevac coverage for a bunch of airdrops that happened, and it was an awesome experience, and learned a lot about the culture, especially in the Baltic states and that region, and it was pretty cool to fly around there.
It was your first trip to Europe?
I went through Europe, going to Iraq. We stopped in Ireland for a couple hours. We didn't really get to do much.
I wish.
And then we went to Iraq, and then coming back, we actually got stuck in Germany for about, I think it was like 26 hours. So they shipped us to, it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours away to a hotel, and I think it was in Nuremberg. And ended up getting there for 4 hours, just long enough to eat and take a shower, and then they made us go back to the airport to sit for 12 hours.
You basically didn't have a chance to go out.
Well, we saw a lot of the countryside, so it was a pretty good experience.
Countryside.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
just a
take
countryside.
I'll take countryside over big town any day.
Okay. So, what about Estonia?
So I was,
Is it differ too much from Germany or?
Yeah, I would say so. I feel like they both kind of, you could tell that Estonia has a lot of like Germanic influence based off of it. But Germany, I feel like when you look at movies, a lot of movies show it pretty well. But when you go to Estonia, a lot of it's like medieval, Old Town in Tallinn, Estonia. All that was from like the 12th century, and so I mean they have castles everywhere. A lot of the embassies are built into the castles, and which I've never seen that before. And you know you can go around. Like a lot of this stuff kind of got damaged during, I think it was World War II, but a lot of it has maintained pretty well, and there's very limited places you can't go where you see history that is very old. Like we went to this one restaurant, and the church across from it, it was dated from like the earliest date they've like known that it was there was like from 1200, which is 500 some years older than America itself. So I mean, yeah, it's very historical and very beautiful.
Okay, and tell us about army. Why should people join?
Well, if you like not only camaraderie and having, you know, brothers and sisters everywhere you go, but you also love to travel and love to do cool things like flying helicopters, drive trucks, combat arms. You know, I mean, there's very many different types of jobs and different types of fields, and it'll set you up for the future. I mean, I joined when I was 17, and I've done more things than people who are 3 times my age. And, you know, if you want that experience and you want to travel, it's definitely the route to go.
So you plan to be till retirement, like 20 more years?
Yeah, I'm in the reserves now, but I'm gonna probably one way or the other go either active guard reserve or just active duty, and finish my 20 years there, try to get a better pension. So
Okay. Thank you.
thank you.